I'm looking to see how can I tell if I'm live. Oh, look at that. Okay, awesome. Hey everybody. So let me just hook everything up here. And I want to make sure I've got things going. But I want to talk about something today that I get asked about a lot. Okay, let me know, do you agonize over what to charge clients for your freelance copywriting services? If so, you are not alone. Okay, so what should I charge is the second most asked question I get as a coach for freelance copywriters. I get asked that question all the time. And I have to admit, I have some personal experience with emotional turmoil over setting my rates as well. Like, you're not alone. This isn't something that's only you. Okay, so how do you know when it's time to raise your rates? Let's talk about it today. That is what we're going to talk about it in today's video. All right. If you don't know me, I'm just checking my notes here. If you don't know me, I'm Krista Nichols. If we've never met, I am a sales copywriter who's helped clients generate tens of millions of dollars in sales of their products and services. And I myself have personally earned almost $1.5 million in my business writing for clients. So I have a little experience with charging high ticket rates, but it wasn't always like that. I wasn't always super comfortable. And today, I also help moms who love to write launch copywriting services that allow them to earn from anywhere without feeling like they have to sacrifice their families and their freedom and flexibility in order to do it. Okay, so not only do I have experience on the personal side of setting rates, but I have experience helping other moms set rates for their businesses in a healthy way too. But it wasn't that long ago that I had major stress about what to charge clients. It was 2018, so we'll just throw it back a little while, and I had just hung up a call with a prospective client who had been referred to me by a friend of mine in the network. The call had gone really well, and I was really excited about it. I was really wanting to work with this client, and I felt like we had a good rapport going, but there was a slight problem, okay? At the end of the call, the prospect asked me how much it was going to charge for the email sequence that he wanted. And you know how sometimes you have those single moments and it seems like everything freezes. It's just like a second or two that seems to go on for years because your brain immediately goes into overdrive. And in an instant, a million and one thoughts go through your head as your brain tries to process and come up with the right answer, right? So I'm thinking, oh, okay. So I had one of those moments and I felt like I thought of a million things in just a second. I was internally freaking out because I really wanted to land this client. I really wanted to work with them. So my brain was going, what should I charge? I really want to land this client. I don't want to charge too much and have it be too expensive for them, but I'm not sure what their budget is. I don't know what a good amount would be. What would make this a super no brainer, easy yes without being too cheap? And my brain popped up a number and I threw it out there. And the client was like, okay, great, send over a proposal, just email it to me and we will talk. They seemed fine with it. And I got to work on the proposal. And just a few minutes later, I got a ding. I got a notification in my DMs. And literally, it was just like 5 minutes or less. And it was the friend who had referred this prospective client to me. And she typed in the chat, Krista, what did you charge them? You need to raise your rates right now. And I typed back, what? Huh? What? What do you mean? Why? And I was kind of like confused, like, where did this come from? Out of left field. And she typed in, because I just got a message from so and so, the prospective client, asking me if I'm sure you're any good because you were so cheap. Ooh. Right? Like, knife to the heart. That was tough to hear. It never once occurred to me that someone would think I was cheap, that someone would be put off by me charging too low, because there I was worrying about pricing too high and losing the client when in reality my low pricing caused the client to doubt my skills. I was shocked and honestly I was a little bit embarrassed, like, ooh, okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I did end up landing that client and we worked together over several projects over the course of a year, and we had a great time, had great working relationship, and we got great results with the projects that we did. But you better believe that on that day, I doubled my rates and I never looked back. It was it was such an important lesson for me, okay? Because here's the thing about your rates. The price you quote carries with it a perception of value. And that's something I didn't understand at first. I didn't realize that there was a perception of value that went with the numbers that you say. A high ticket price tag gives the perception that you're highly skilled and that you get results. But unfortunately, a lower price tag can cause people to think you're not an expert, that they're not paying for expert type results. And here's the crazy thing. This all goes on probably before the prospect even has a chance to see your work. So they're basing their valuation of what they think your work is like partly on the price that you quote them. There's another thing you have to be careful about when it comes to not charging enough, okay? You might think that having lower rates means that you'll land more clients, but you have to think about how the math on that works out, because it doesn't really work out in your favor, okay? When you charge too little, yes, you might land more clients, but you're going to have to work with more clients in order to pay the bills, right? You'll need more projects, and more work equals more hours spent working, which equals less time for your family and pretty much anything else in your life. And before you know it, you're feeling buried and burned out by your workload, and you're still not making the level of income that you wanted. It's just not a great situation. Like I said, the math doesn't really work out in your favor, and you're stuck. You need more clients, but you don't have the time to take any more on. Like, you're out of hours in the day, and you'll start to resent your clients and your workload. And once that happens, it's really easy to lose the love that you had for writing. And we don't want that. Like, you're here because you love to write. You're passionate about it. It's something you enjoy. So what does that mean? What does that mean for you? Should you just charge high ticket prices no matter what, even if you're brand new and you don't have a lot of experience? Absolutely not, okay? Charging high ticket before you're ready can not only ruin your career, because there's a perception of that you'll get results, and if you're not quite there yet, it breaks the level of trust that clients have with copywriters as a whole. So it really diminishes things for all of us. I can't tell you how many clients I've talked to that have told me they've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for copy that didn't work, and the copywriter was nowhere to be found, couldn't help them fix it. Every time this happens, a client loses trust with that service provider, and it makes it hard for any other service providers who come after them, because they have that perception of, are they really worth it? Can they pull their weight? So I have a hard and fast rule about pricing, okay? Your rates should be determined by the level of results you can get per client, okay? Your rates should be determined by your results. If your copy converts, drives traffic, gets leads and registrations, and generates sales, then it's worth paying well for. It's time to raise your rates so that you can put more time into getting the expert level results that you can for the clients that you have without working more hours. But if you're still in the learning phases and you're figuring out what works and what converts, then charge less as you work on building up your skill set. Now, here's a question I get. Won't raising my rates price me out of the running for some clients? Yes, of course it will, right? And that's a good thing. Not every client will be a good fit, and it's okay if someone can't afford you. There are other clients out there who will be willing and excited to pay your rates, but they won't be attracted to your services if they're looking for an expert and you're pricing like a novice, right? Those types of clients expect to pay premium prices. And you want to know something else about that? Okay, clients who pay more are often easier to work with because they already trust you and value the work that you're going to be doing for them. They know that you can handle it because they've paid you well to do it, and they're ready to let you take that responsibility on. So, what do you think? Do you want some help knowing how to price your services so you don't have to have that brain fart, deer in the headlights moment while you're on a call with a client? Wouldn't it be nice if you just knew right away, this is what I'm going to quote them? Well, I can definitely help with that, okay? I talk more about setting your rates and I give you a really, really cool baseline rate calculator for doing that inside my free 7-day challenge, the Client Attraction Crash Course. But that's not the only thing that we talk about in there, okay? During this 7-day challenge, you're going to learn my 7-step framework for launching freelance copywriting services so that you can do what you love while earning money from anywhere in a way that makes you irresistible to your ideal clients and doesn't stress you out, okay? A sustainable business that you love. And I love this challenge because it gives you that fast jump start that you need. And even a reboot if you've been serving clients and you just feel like, I just don't think I've hit it. I don't think I've gotten out there enough yet. So this challenge is going to teach you how to uncover your why so you can keep focused and in momentum no matter what challenges or road bumps come up. You're going to learn how to overcome imposter syndrome and the doubts that hold you back and keep you from taking action. I'm going to show you how to banish those limiting beliefs and replace them with truth. You're also going to learn how to decide what you want your business by design to look like so that you can spend more every day, more time doing what you love in a way that works for your lifestyle instead of forcing your lifestyle to fit around your work, right? Developing that business by design is so important. So important. You're also going to learn how to identify your ideal clients, how to stand out on social media, and a whole lot more. We've got bonuses, we've got activities, there's homework assignments every day. So don't let pricing questions keep you from going after the clients who need the services that you have to offer, okay? Those clients are out there and they need you. So if you need help with pricing or anything related to launching your services, the next live Client Attraction Crash Course starts January 22nd. That's a Monday at noon. And you can sign up now by clicking the link that I'll put in the comments below or visiting my bio on my YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok accounts, which is at Krista Nichols Copy. So sign up now, we'll hash it all out, and I'll see you inside the challenge.